little bit of an early start. We got warm-ups going a little earlier, and we got a 3 o'clock on time start here at Bennett Rink, West Haven. All right, both teams coming off a 4-4 tie last week. And we got a puck drop. Face-off win for the Dragons. Dragons, a quick shot in the low roof. Not unlike the Lou. Bennett, equally low roof here. Last Saturday, both teams matched up. And 2 quick goals for the Blue Devils. And the Dragons were chasing for the rest of the game after that. Xavier Mitchell digs deep below the goal line. Machado looks to rim it up to the point. That's Stewart there, D-man. Dark navy for the Dragons, white for the Blue Devils, with the bright blue stripes. Looks like we got our Amity line out once again. Here for the Blue Devils. See the black and yellow gloves, helmets as well. One minute into the game, good intensity, both sides. A little humid in here as well, warm outside today, 40 to 70 degrees, and a little bit of moisture along the walls and the glass. That one rimmed up, and that's going to be nice all the way down, and we'll have a face-off back down in the Dragons' defensive zone. So far, so good on the stream health here. Always had issues here at Bennett, but this afternoon it looks like pretty decent Wi-Fi. Shot from the Blue Devils, and that one blocked up high. Sent down by Porto. Porto going to feed Angelo. Angelo tries to backslap that, giving it life. Stringfield. And Blue Devils look for an exit. Shem along the wall. Shem carries back, works with Porto. Get it to neutral. Blue Devils pop into the zone. Big number 23. Carries. 23 Moran, I think, if I remember correctly from last week. Smaller nameplates here on their white home jerseys for the Blue Devils. Moran takes a near shot to McGovern. McGovern stones him. That one's sent deep. Looking for an exit here. Porto will draw behind net. Hard stop towards the boards. Surveys the scene along the goal line. He's got some time and space. Sends it all the way up, and that might be an ice. And waved off. No touch there. Chasing the zone. Good pursuit from Mitchell. Back check. And Grady Schulte carries for the Dragons over the blue line. Guth works with Matty. Hamden player. Oh, nice back paddle from the Blue Devil player, number 54. Shot. And it looks like a St. Joe's player for the Blue Devils. Takes a shot, and McGovern gets that down and gets a cover. Elliot, do you bring this over to him or no? Are you bringing that over to him? I'm going to cover that up. Crusanti, I'm not sure, number 20 there. Can't really make out his nameplate from here. Strata dispossesses along center ice. D-man steps up, sends it deep. A little neutral zone battle here. Schulte and Maddie and Schulte work together. We got Xavier Mitchell at the dot, takes a shot. That's it, Maddie. Shem steps up, keeps the zone. And that was going to come all the way down. Back man's calling it, and front man agrees. And we get an icing call. 12:49 remaining in the first period. What? Puck somewhere underneath all that. Blue Devils come up with it, send it deep. That'll be a 3-line ice. Just about a foot from the center ice line. Mark Mangillo there, talking to his troops on the ice. And do a quick mute here for sorry, a little AC/DC. There's always copyright issues with that on YouTube stream. Always good hockey music, though. But I was still with it. Good effort for the Blue Devil player to carry that deep. And the defenseman kind of got turned around there, but McGovern gets to it. Shem back. Shem gets squashed. And with possession. Battles. Stringfield goes deep. And Kyle Lockery, the hat trick with the 4-4 tie. Equalize it at the end of last week's game. And a shot from Machado, blocker save. You might have a different goalie than last Saturday. 2 goalies for the Blue Devils and 2 for the Dragons. Today's matchup. Yeah, the undercard today was, looks like it might have been a U18, Central and West Haven. West Haven getting the better of the Central Caps in that matchup. West Haven back on the attack. Lipford throws it deep, rims it around. It comes to Porto, the North Haven player. And he sends it deep. It's going to be an icing call, and that'll come back down. Yeah, a little Billy Idol in the afternoon matchup. Face-off win for the Blue Devils. A good block. Avoid the shot. Gurla coming up. He pauses, looks back. Taking his post is Porto. Good speed coming back to match Moran. Moran shows that shot parallel to the goal line. Cuts across. And a little miscommunication there for the Blue Devils. And Dragons come up with it. Porto goes the other way with it. Porto, Maddie staying downside. Porto goes deep. Getting a line change here for the Dragons. And looks like we got ourselves a penalty coming the way of big number 23, Moran. That's to the box. Offset. Porto and Moran. So we got a hold and a rough, respectively, for the Blue Devils and Dragons. It's 10:28, so probably 8:28 in the whistle. 5-on-5 hockey. We'll offset. Grisanti there, getting by Shem. Lockery chasing him deep. Lockery smushes him up against the wall. Shem goes the other way with it. Gets it to Lockery. Lockery cuts and weaves. Grisanti there comes back with it. He intercepts that pass. Tended to go up ice for Mitchell. 10 minutes remain in the first period of play. 17-minute periods here for the U16 level. And number 20, we're coming into the box for a slashing penalty, so at 9:44, that'll be a 2-minute penalty. Sometimes you'll see here, the 10:28 in the whistle, it's 8:28 in the whistle. Sometimes you'll actually see the offset stay in there longer if we get some green flag hockey here. All right, so that'll put the Dragons up in the power play here. Gurla, Lockery, Mitchell, Shem, and Stringfield are working the outside. They're chasing a little bit, holding their box. Almost a trapezoid here. Very tight there in the slot. The low slot, turn from Stringfield. And netminder gets right down to it, gets a cover. 1:45 remain in the man advantage for the Dragons. Face off. One back, but sneaks by Gurla. Gurla works with Mitchell. Mitchell's going to draw back. Pressure coming from Reynolds. And wind up Mitchell. Mitchell skates hard. Mitchell, an interference call not agreed upon by the referee there. But kind of a little bit of a pick there as Mitchell is coming up into the zone. Shem battles, that one gets by him, but Lockery up to it. Gurla, 60 seconds remaining in the penalty. Big clear, and McGovern tries to tee that one up. He'll hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell's gonna come all the way down. Mitchell, Gurla, Lockery. He keeps picking him. Blue Devils coach is yelling. Boisterous. The bench there. 35 seconds remain. And stabbing at him is Reynolds. Reynolds getting to Gurla. Get up under that stick. And dislodging that puck. Shot by Mitchell to trap it with his skate. Gurla there. Surveys. Has help. Good idea. And next whistle. Offsets will be out, and 10 seconds. St. Joe's Grisanti will also be out. Final seconds. A lot of traffic at the net. And full strength hockey. Still with it. Stringfield's shot off the mark. Mitchell works the wall. Comes over playing the bounces. Gurla shot. Pad save. Still with possession, working the outside. And Grisanti coming up with it. Mitchell plays the body. Great angle, gets goal side on that approaching shot. And Grisanti unable to get a shot off St. Joe's player. About 7 minutes remain. No ice with a tip. That one sent over. The defenseman unable to keep it in the zone. Bounces. And stabbed at is Stewart. Runs to the corner. Stewart there. Number 54, his opponent. Good effort. Angelo gets it up into the zone. Machado, shot blocked. Secondary shot. The second effort on that. It's pads. Angelo again. Pops it up into the zone, a little deflection. And numbers for the Blue Devils, but a little miscue there off the stick of the Blue Devil player. Machado along the wall. A lot of Blue Devils swarming him. And see behind the frosted glass. Good body angle again. Stewart there, getting his body underneath, almost like a Marchand play, getting low. That shot is deflected up and into the netting. And the offsets at 5:47 finally break free. Long time in the box, and it would have been 8:28, but 5:47. So they get some bonus time to consider their penalties. Dragons work the outside. Scoreless here in the first. 5:30 remaining in the first period. And again, the Devils doing a good job. Sorry, the Dragons doing a good job holding the first two goals away. Those were quick goals in the early first matchup last Saturday. Blue Devils work along the wall. Reynolds feeds his teammate down along the goal line. At the hash marks, chasing two Dragons deep. See if we can get a zoom in on the action down there. Near side shot blocked by McGovern. Shem back paddles, sends that one, and that'll be an icing call, but that was the escape hatch, I think, for the Dragons. Under duress there in the zone for a good 30 seconds. .444 remaining in the first period. 4:44. As my math teacher used to say in high school. Porto. Nice triangle developing for the Dragons. And another icing call. Sorry. I did two things at once here. Dragons again break free. Machado sends it deep after the whiff. And as predicted, both teams played pretty close last weekend, and seeing much the same right now. Both close in the standings, MHR and CHC. Got to think a lot of these players know each other as well, playing on these local teams here in West Haven, East Haven, Hamden. Some Wallingford players in here. Notre Dame, West Haven, Amity, right up the road there. Good hockey down on the coast. All a great tune-up for the high school season. That's the ultimate goal all around. Shot from Machado, big stick save. Number 33, the netminder. Try to get his name. Shem coming back to chase. Block shot there from Stringfield. That is Stringfield? No, sorry, number 23. It's Wilson. Green pants throw me a little bit. Wilson's block, and then that got to McGovern as well. There he is again, Lucas Wilson. That one's sent deep. Shem to retrieve. Shem stops, turns before the goal line. Getting all kinds of attention from number 7. Getting some fresh legs for both the Blue Devils and a couple of the Dragons. Stick underneath armpit there. Shot, and unable to clear the zone there, and paying for it. Blue Devils come up the goal, make it 1-0 here. 2:30 remaining in the first period. Well, they're talking something back behind the net right now. And after the goal here, looks like Porto is coming to the box. A little altercation there, maybe behind the net. And then you just see kids playing, kids being kids. And some discussion here in front of us. Referees. I didn't see it. I don't know, did you see it? All right, so discussion beneath us here and talking to the scorer. I think they're recording the goal there too, so. I didn't know, but no. There's something behind the net after the goal. All right, so after the goal, the Blue Devils are on the power play here. Porto to the box for 2. Yeah, maybe something to do with what happened behind there. Goalie and Mitchell having literally like a face-to-face conversation in his crease. All right, so Dragons on the PK here. Moving the puck are the Devils. Moran works it along the blue line. There's the bumper. Blocked by Gurla. That one comes back to Moran. Moran's going to walk it off the wall. No, he's going the other way with it. And good hustle by Gurla. Gurla and a big hit from Angelo. Angelo off the wall. It could have been a boarding call the way he stepped into it there, but shoulder to shoulder. Courtney, number 7. Number 7 created a lot of the chaos. Oh, right in front. Courtney drops it off. Number 34 gets to it and makes it a 2-0 game here. Celebrating right in front of McGovern. And number 34 there. Let's see if I pick up his name. 34 from 7. So right before Courtney was ducking behind the net, drops that one off. His teammate. And you score, you stay here. Power play goal for the Blue Devils. I spoke too quick here. Broadcaster Jinx on the quick 2 goals there, and happening late in this first period. And it looks like we got ourselves another penalty coming the way of the Dragons, and that'll be Wilson, 23 with the trip. It's Lucas Wilson wearing the Hamden. Gets a little help to effort that door open. All right, so after the Porto penalty, the Wilson penalty, it's going to put the Blue Devils back on the power play. Santi, another one, short range shot. And pad saved by McGovern. 1 minute remaining in the period. And 1:45 remaining in the power play. Devils working the edge. Giving a little chase there is Gurla, and using the speed of Mitchell too. Shem and Maddie on the far side. Play in the box right now. One in the middle. Good effort by Maddie to reach out. Try to disrupt that puck. Little backhanded. Blind pass. Skating right down. Oh, and wide shot by Chico Santi. Number 20 there. Shem gets his opponent tied up. And Mitchell off to the races with 15 seconds left. And stops at the line. Mitchell plays the body. 6 seconds remaining. Mitchell sends it deep. And that's going to rim along, and we'll have a buzzer here. And a lot of chirping going on here, and a lot of yelling across the way here. Not sure what to make of it. 49 seconds remain in the man advantage coming out this other side of this bench break here. Probably get a nice cut second intermission, as we've seen these U16 matchups. All right, switching sides here. Sorry, I didn't get the netminder's name. Might be able to check the online scoring. I know sometimes they do the game sheet. All right, Wilson takes his spot back in the box. He's got 49 seconds remaining on his penalty. Serving on a tripping call. Happening late in the first period. 17 minutes on the clock. Face-off win for the Blue Devils. Drawing back. D-to-D pass here, coming along. Neville comes into the zone. Yeah, cleared. 28 seconds remain. PK for the Devils, or sorry, for the Dragons. Devils looking to set up. Work along the wall. Maintain the zone. Wearing the ponytail neck protector. And good stop by McGovern, getting help from his defender, Garla. And taken out of the play there is Mitchell. Even strength 5-on-5 hockey. Someone's holding. Big hold on Mitchell. This is getting a little testy right now. Reynolds gives it. He gets it back. Morin is going to get a slashing call for that. Just slashes down. That's how you break sticks. There's no reason for that. He's coming right to the box. A slash on Mitchell. And looking for a little different personnel here for their PK. All right, so the Morin going into the box with the slashing penalty. 2 minutes goes on the clock, and Dragons go to work here on the power play. Gurla, far side of the ice is Porto. Gurla shot, and blocked at the skates. Number 5, his opponent. And Devils get a clear. Gurla skates it up. Somewhat scared of the Blue Devil, so he goes around it. They're all kind of scared of the Blue Devil right now at center ice. And another one to Mitchell. Shot. Oh, nice idea there. I think that was some Stringfield out there. on the PP. Shot, bouncing around. Oh, near time! And Stringfield cleans up the loose change and puts the Dragons on the board. Falling within one here, 2-1 game here. Nice job by Stringfield. Good puck movement there for the Dragons, moving outside. And their power play this season has been pretty potent. Stringfield getting the job done there. And Morin. 2 power play goals here in this contest, each team notching 1. And the difference really just makes it even strength goal the Blue Devils have. All right, so early here in the second period. Saw this a little bit. This is a little bit of the makeup we had before too. Getting one in the second last week. Devils draw back, send it, big cross pass, gets to 97. 7 tracking down. That's Stringfield, works with Schulte, and dispossessed there from the neutral into the zone. Go the Blue Devils. Little obstructed view here on the far side, that far corner. Lucas Wilson, a body check, but Stringfield comes up with it. Oh, sorry. Yep, Stringfield stops, pauses, gives it back along the wall. Good D pass. D-man Stewart throws it on net. And that might be a nice backman's calling for it. Nobody can beat that. And we'll have a face-off down to the left. Sorry, the right of the netminder. My other left. All right, so 2-1 here on the Dragons' recent goal. Pulling within 1, staying in contact, Blue Devils. Face off, pulls back to Goof. And Gurla's going to pinch down for it. Gurla. Losing the zone. But comes right back at it. Angelo, the purple helmet. Angelo looks to feed back. Lockery we saw last weekend. He had 3. So I'm sure he's hungry for at least 1 here. Good effort. A Goof. And we got a numbers game here. 2-on-1 developing. We're getting back. Shot from number 5, Gattinella, I believe. A rising shot, gets up and roofs it. 12:59 remaining. Number 5, Gattinella. Sorry. Sorry, sound break there. A little AC/DC. A 3-1 game. There's a Gattinella goal. Gattinella, the 2-on-1 that sole possession and able to get into the zone. Side door, and McGovern saw that. Tracked over for the played the pass. Gavin Gurla coming in. Gurla, nice centering pass. Machado was there. Machado's stick getting held by the netminder. Gurla. Machado staying at the net. Net foot presence. Lockery playing back as D. Lockery plays the body, gets to Gattinella. Gives time for Shem to get to that puck. Sends it back the other way. He V's it. Gurla sends it up. And Lockery paddles that one deep behind the goal for the Blue Devils. Oh, good idea here from Porto. Porto comes right off the bench, heads right to the net. And breaks his twig in the process, though. Pat, his dad, not too happy about that. A little collision there with two Dragons. Wetmore, big splash on the stick of, let's get down there. 14? Yeah, it is. Stewart. Really pick up the numbers from the back there. .10:57 remaining, second. Wetmore's shot. Blocked and redirected up into the low roof here, Bennett. Looks like the Blue Devils going with fresh set of three. Angelone taking the face off. He's got Ryan Goof on the other side. Or sorry, Landon Stringfield, number 37 there. And he wants Schulte on the other side. Schulte comes back. Kind of directing traffic there, is quarterbacking the face off. Calling the audible. And getting on sides here. Blocked on that attempted zone entry. 10:30 remaining in the second. Big stretch pass, gets it up ice. 2-on-1 here. And peeling off the last minute there was Gurla to play the pass and let his netminder play the shot. Couple odd man rushes here. Devils making use of it. Getting some uncontested shots on net. So far, McGovern up to it. 10 minutes remain in the second period. Pico Santi coming in and sends it high up above the net, hits the glass. Big stretch, and Mitchell there. Mitchell lets it run, and it gets off leash a little bit, and he's unable to get to it before the goalie could. Goalie steps up to play it, gaps up. Wise move, especially with the speed of Mitchell. Santi. And Lockery plays him hard with the shoulder. Big body check to the wall. Lockery sends that one up, comes up to the D-man. At the point shot, that runs wide. Surveying the scene, big number 97. A tall glass of water, a wide player. And bouncing shot, and juggles it over to his keeper glove. Sorry, missing a little Van Halen too, sorry. .8:56 in the second. Another D-man shot runs wide. Reynolds, six feet off the far post. Can't really see in the corner there. It's puck coming back into the zone. Reynolds with it. Reynolds to the far side for Courtney. The Dragons doing everything they can to muck up the play. And Reynolds, uncontested in the low slot. And he finds the back of the net. Gets it by McGovern. The puck movement here from... See what the call is? 19-7. All right, 4-1 game here, 8:14 remaining. Not unlike last week when Lockery got fired up in number 9 for the Dragons. Put 3 in the third. Funny how sometimes games can be very similar or very different. That one batted out of the air. Avoid the hand pass. Not sure whose hand it touched, but it's not been a Devil. Stringfield shot blocked. And shin pads working overtime. Backhanded pass to the middle. Centering pass disrupted by the Dragons. 7:47 remaining. Neville, Stringfield. Stringfield comes into the zone. He sees an unattended puck. Still with it. Stringfield still sees it. Shem there. Shem's going to flutter one in. Tipped down there. Neville almost tipped it down. Almost found a 5-hole there. To the defender. Always get a couple of those this season. The Dragons pressing right now. Maintaining the zone. Gurla sends it. Stringfield. And Angelo. Porto's going to go to the far side. He backs it over to Angelo. Angelo scuffles. Still at the front of the net. Stringfield there. Stringfield recognizes it. And losing the zone. But getting back to it is Gurla. Keeps the Devils in the neutral. Good little hustle from Lucas Wilson to get to that battle at the players' benches right now. These benches so close to each other at the Bennett. And action right in front of everybody. Mitchell with it. Mitchell, he's looking for help. Mitchell rips a shot. Nice little snapper. And netminder gets it up to his glove while Stringfield engages in some hand-to-hand combat there on top of the crease. 6:20 remaining in the second period. Face-off win back. The D-man, Shem fluttering shot and gets right to the netminder. I'm going to back out here a little bit, see a little bit more of the zone. Hard rim shot, that's going to be ice all the way down. And there's a pass back. There's some Mangione staying there. All right, another face-off. This one to the left of the netminder. Good speed from the Devils, but Lockery backpedals. Good back check. Lockery plays the glass, tries to get it to Mitchell. Always a good idea. Mitchell right over the center ice. Devil shot, and he gets taken down. Tucks his head under for cover. And Blue Devils coming into the zone. Lipford with them. That one blocked. Shin guards. Near shot. Good job by McGovern to track that. He seals the side door. Strong side there, not allowing puck to sneak by him. Good battle by Gurla. Gurla maintains possession, gets it to Lockery. Lockery definitely had this goaltender's number. Cordy again does the same kind of shot. He goes behind the net, but he had that great release right before he went behind. Pass up to the top. Good timing. Again, 4:44 remaining in the second period. Grady Schulte, efforts for possession. And offsides is the call. Looks like Lipford carried and half stride ahead. And we get a face-up just in front of us here. 4:31, 4-1 game. A lot of sevens there, 3 sevens. Courtney, number 7, and Alex Porto, number 77. Comes back to the Dragons. Dragons got to regroup, looking for a breakout here. A little mishandle. Gattinella comes up with it. Number 5. Porto with the block. A little disorganized here, but pressure coming from the Blue Devils. Surveying the scene, Gattinella. And he does the circuit. We got a stick, someone's without a stick, and that's number 23, Lucas Wilson. He picks his twig up. And Gattinella straight up, right down the middle. Good shot blocked by McGovern. Good job by Wilson to get to it. And Porto's going to pick it up. He'll try to run with it. Centers it. Half step ahead is Luca Angelo. Shem works with Gavin Guerla. And avoiding with the little touch up there. Avoiding the ice. Send it deep. Get a personnel change. A little dump and change for the Dragons. 3:16 remaining. Courtney, the Amity player. A lot of Spartan players on this team. Seen quite a few black and yellow helmets there. Courtney gets it up to his point. Budo was keeping some guys low here. Very disruptive on the top of these threes. Gattinella again, he's there. Good puck movement. That one comes to Machado. Machado. Maddie sends it deep. Another change. Looks like front 3 and some more. Stringfield again. Stringfield on the doorstep. Lockery with speed. Lockery's got help. 2-on-1. Lockery rising shot. Blocked. Gurla there. Gurla tries to feed the front. His pass blocked. Gurla's still with it. We've seen that before. Gurla does a good job getting his own rebounds. Always moving. Pinching down Porto. And there to help out. D-man, Stewart. Wilson, D-men on this play. And that's going to be nice if it makes it down, but it will not. Stewart's got to chase it back. Got pressure. Heavy forecheck coming from the Blue Devils. Stewart again, tries to V it along the wall. Good by Stringfield to free that one loose in the neutral zone. But right back in the defensive zone. Lucas Wilson. Wilson is going to get that back over. Tries to get it to Stewart. Stewart's got to dig it out. Gets it to Porto, and Porto sends it deep, and that's going to be nice, and we'll come all the way back down. 63 seconds remaining in the second period. McGovern's going to have a face-off just to his right. Dragons just efforted over the blue line, but right back into the zone. Coming up short on that shot. Shem tries to effort it out. Porto deep. Ryan Guth gives it to his teammate. Rising shot from Mitchell. Now when it gets up over the netting, drops into, oh no, it drops back into the zone. Okay. We'll just check our setup here. Just to get a little more aggressive on the line. All right, final seconds ticking down here. 15 seconds remain. And no ice. All right, 2 seconds. And the impish horn. That is the Bennett buzzer. It just feels like it needs a little help there. All right, I think we're a little bit better on our setup here. All right, looks like Zamboni's not coming out here, so it doesn't look like we're getting an ice gut. 17 minutes remain. Regulation. All right, 4-1 gain here. Checking out their netminder on the far side. Maybe it was Kelly last time, if I'm not mistaken. McGovern. And we got a face-off. Puck drop. Start of the third period. Warno working outside. Looks like a power play, but 5-on-5 hockey here. And with men, Dragons try to enter the zone. Holding up is Stringfield. Ellie, can you toggle the period? Did you? Period 3. Start period 3. Okay. Oh, I missed that one. Look for the box. What's call? Slashing. All right, so storyline sitting up similar to what it was last Saturday. And I see number 9 out there right now, but this is the start of his hat trick last week. Shot from Gerla. That's a heavy stick save, netminder. Mitchell works the outside. Stringfield. Stringfield gets all kinds of attention from his opponent. Comes back to Gerla. Gerla. Mitchell. Mitchell at the dot. Comes over to Porto. Porto. His shot. That one gloved out of the air. All right, 1:32 remaining. You can see it up on the Christmas tree. That is the scoreboard right now. Seconds for the man advantage. Shem draws back, gets to Gerla. Gerla works the outside. Gerla playing the top. Gerla's got to hold his own. Getting all kinds of attention from Courtney there. Far side to Mitchell. Mitchell, he's hiding out over there. Mitchell comes inside at the dot. Comes to the circle. It's Gerla. Gerla was trying to get the Stringfield there, I think. Big clear, nope. That one blocked by Stringfield. Only coming to center ice here. Skating over the devil. Gerla, Mitchell. Dispossessed was Gerla, but Mitchell comes up with it. Mitchell coming in on his own. Mitchell's shot. That one blocked. Big D-man. D-man playing together there. Comes back to Gerla. Gerla keeps it in the neutral zone. Stringfield to Mitchell. So with it, Stringfield shot, and almost had an opportunity on the 5-hole there. And goalie got down to it, but the shot was, target was that triangle, but looks like he got down to it quick enough. 46 seconds remain in the Lipford penalty for the slash. And number 9's out there. He's able to find the back of the net 3 times for the Dragons last week. Lockery, pass from Gurla, bounces off his stick. Gurla's got to settle it. Gurla takes a shot, that one blocked. And it comes all the way down. And Wetmore retreats, or at least checks up a little bit. Doesn't chase with Lockery. Lockery sending that one deep to Stewart. 15 seconds remain in the Lipford penalty. 5-on-4 hockey here with the Dragons, the extra man. Yeah, good idea from Lockery to send it to the net, but that one wedged up into the air and hits the netting and bounces out of play. Yeah, it looks like we got a friendly fan over there to find it back over through the netting. And man out of the box here. 5-on-5 hockey, both teams even strength. And icing call, 14:06. And we'll have a face-off down in the Dragons' defensive zone. And it looks like it might have touched up in the net. A block from Wilson. Face-off win. Comes back to Shem. Gets it to Angelo. Luca tries to effort to center ice. Wilson's going to give it a shot. Oh, manhandles Machado. Machado goes down. Another pass, but got to chase it down here. So Machado tries to get to it. Gloved out of the air by Wilson. Wilson, Shem work together. D to D, hinges it up. Gets to the center ice. Big Moran is right there at the devil. And some crafty skating, but rubs out Lockery. In a dangerous spot along the end of the bench. Wetmore battles with Machado. Machado tries to trap it. Gurla's got to get back to it. Guido was given that puck life. Send it deep. Moran sells the hook, but ref's not biting. 12:33 remaining. Angelo, Julio, Grady Schulte there. And unmarked in front is Matty. Matty right back to it. Still loose puck, no whistle. And there's the whistle. And now we get a stoppage. Yeah, we've got 5 or 6 seconds of uninterrupted hockey right at the crease. Draw back. D. Shem shot. Floats it in, gets it to a pad and a glove. And it's about 6 inches off the ice. Just a little sauce shot. Looking for a tip. Oh, another crazy ricochet there through the legs of Mitchell, and took a hard right there. Get a cross ice pass. Gailey retrieves his own pass. Maddie and Shem. Wilson. Sorry, Stewart. Stewart, number 14. And in front. Oh, sorry, we're watching more of the roof than we are the ice surface. Sorry about that. The rebound comes away to Mitchell. Mitchell in front of us. Mitchell slows it down. Gets some fresh legs with Gurla. Gurla comes in the zone. Gurla's got to thread the needle through 3. He does. Fourth man back there. Making friends all over the ice. Gurla's still with it. Great effort. Needs a little help though. And Mitchell would check right along the players' bench. Kick to Santi. And it's to Courtney. It's going to wave off that ice. And Porto and Courtney still battle the 7s all over each other. Schulte coming into the zone. Schulte dispossessed at the hash marks. A lot of transition here between both teams. Ganella comes into the zone. He's got 3. He's got a beat. Unable to beat 2 there. Playing tight. Gurla steps up from behind. Blocks that pass. Comes up high. Shot. Blocked. Porto works with Mitchell. Mitchell in the zone. Mitchell. Back, drop off to Porto. Porto's shot. Pad save with speed there. Coming in hot was Goof. Coming right into the zone. McGovern save. And again, Mitchell in the zone. This time he's got to drop off to Stringfield. Stringfield takes a shot, not unlike the play that just developed with him and Porto. Always looking to pass. And sometimes he holds long enough to disrupt the goaltender. Shem tries to play tight. Retreating is the Amity player. Gets the center ice. And that's going to be nice as it skirts along the center ice all the way to the far goal line. All right, 9:02 remaining regulation. Morin and Lockery inside the circle, taking the face-off. Morin gets to do a skate, gets it over. He's yelling at himself, I think, there. Pretty frustrated. Angelo. Machado along the circle. That pass intercepted. Offside call? That pass intercepted by Luca Angelo, number 29. That intended recipient was Moran. He was the head man, F1 coming in with speed. And no harm, no foul. Face up just outside the zone. Lockery bobbles that. Coming in fast, number 44. And he's got a wide open backdoor man, 97, but takes the shot point blank with McGovern. McGovern denies that attempt. 8:18 remaining. Hanging out there is Lockery. Machado. Machado surveys the scene. He's deep. Now Lockery's the deep one. Angelo, Lockery tangles. Lockery getting all into it. Oh, hung up. No call. Machado chopped down. And Gavin Gurla turns, pass. Yeah, a little spin move to try to effort it over to teammate. Shot by Matty. Matty gets back over. Angelo. Gurla there. And Stewart was looking to step up and keep the zone. Stewart's got to get back to Lipford. He does. He plays him. Gurla comes back. Gurla gets chopped down, taken down. And reaching there is Lockery. Moran getting checked up. Post shot. Blue Devils on the attack. 6:45 remaining. Ooh, good speed. Big check there coming from Angelo. Oh. Gurla backhands over. Backhand shot. And he runs himself out of room. Back door was open. One thing we've seen for this Dragons team, they don't give up. No fight in the last 17-minute period. Mitchell's still working. Nice job by the netminder to track over along his crease, parallel to the goal line. 6 minutes remain. Good speed from both teams. And it does seem to be a renewed sense of urgency here for both. And no ice, but looks like the Dragons will take that opportunity to swap out a couple players. Shem carries. Shem comes in, tries to get over to Schulte there. As he enters the zone. Schulte back. Big stab at it. Strada shot blocked by Mitchell. And a dangerous puck just floating right there along the edge of the, right there at the edge of the crease. Just where it runs out of paint. All right, 5:17 remaining. Face-off win for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils send it deep. Gurla to chase. Gurla gets it out of the zone. Neville there. Neville enters the zone and he's going to face off. We'll do a little. Santi. Oh, and it tipped up. Shot from the point, the tip up. Gets it by McGovern. And the pressure was coming there. Number 21 there. Okay, Daly there. His Amity teammates are hooping him up. 5-1. Courtney back to Gattinella. Gattinella tangles with Shem. Shem retrieves. Achieving zone exit into neutral. 6-1 here. Adding on to it are the Blue Devils. Morin backhands it below the goal line. Retrieving, Gurla. Mitchell the hanger. Moran looks for the give and go. And that one. McGovern taking away everything on the strong side. Another block from McGovern. Looking for the outlet there. Lipford takes away the lane. Morin's shot. And glove to it. And he gets a whistle. 2:49 remaining. Full swap out on the 5-and-5 here. 10 fresh skaters out there. Face-off win back to the Devils, but gaining possession of Stringfield. Stringfield pauses, looks for some reinforcements. He's got Lockery. Stringfield tries to give it back to him. That pass intercepted below the goal line. Strata. And that one's Gusanti. Strata comes back to it. Strata's going to try to enter the zone now. Strata. Far side pass. And Dragons is going to assemble an attack. 2:05 remaining. Shot from downtown from Porto. And stick save. Down to the glove. Netminder. Puck underneath some of that massive humanity. And never like to see this. Squirts out. Two big D-men handle it behind the goal. D to D and hinge it up. 1:35 remaining. Schulte winds it up. Schulte carries. Schulte shot blocked near side. D-man. Paddles back on it. Reaching is Machado. Machado tries to stab at it. Mitchell tries to dispossess. Gurla. And it comes to Strata. All kinds of attention. Neville shot, rising. And you got to reach up for that glove. Glove save from McGovern. Just under a minute to play here. Gurla to McGovern. Gurla to Mitchell. Gurla sets up shot behind the net. Good idea there. Schulte recognizes it and trade a triangle in front. Good things happen. patient. That's Stewart. Stewart sends that one deep. Ice is waved off. 20 seconds remain. Gorilla throws it down. Machado. Final 10 seconds. And Blue Devils with possession. Final play here for Lipford. Lipford carries it in. And Gorilla mucks him up, and that sound is the end. 6-1 game here. Blue Devils getting the better of the Dragons. All right, that's it here at Bennett Rink here on the campus of West Haven High School. So